career exactly like my mom. It's called totally different things. It's called a portfolio career, because that, is fancy and makes everyone feel okay about it. But it's totally confused, just like my mom's career. It doesn't fit on one business card. And for me, that's about not putting on the business suit. Like I have this incredible privilege of showing up as myself, speaking of the Mobius strip, in every part of my work life. That doesn't mean there are certain moments when I have to shapeshift to figure out, like, how can I create the most change within this institution in which I don't necessarily feel totally at home. That happens. But I have this honor of living my life that way. And so when I think about the future of work, it's largely around this question is, by 2050, I think it is, the majority of people will be freelance and contingent workers. There are really negative things about that. But the really positive piece of that is that people are creating work lives out of totally new material.
Right, but I also think vocation is not just about your work life. I mean, that's the thing, we've so defined ourselves and our place in the world by the work we did, the things we got paid for, the title we had. And people are having to create their lives. And I mean, parenting is a vocation. The volunteer work you do can be part, your vocation is who you are in the world, and it's bigger than the job you do.
Yeah, I absolutely, and I know Courtney agrees with that as well, because her life is very put together that way on every level. Back in the day when people would ask me, so you have this PhD from Berkeley and you've gotten offers from 3 great universities and you're off to Washington to become a community organizer, and then you're off to live for 11 years with a bunch of granola hippies, who sit in silence every morning and nobody can explain what they're doing. What kind of career is that? Why are you doing this to yourself? I had 3 kids, I wasn't making money. And I have a very vivid memory that language that stays with me to this day, which to me sort of equates with the word vocation. The reason I'm doing it is that I can't not do it, right? Am I wild crazy about taking these risks, financial, reputational, in terms of status and all of that stuff that was as important to me as it was to anyone else of my generation, which was slowly eroded by 11 years at Pendle Hill, living under these conditions of radical equality, including economic equality, which is a very important piece of the puzzle in this society. Am I thrilled to be doing this? Absolutely not. People think I'm crazy, and I feel crazy half the time. But one thing I knew for a certainty down to my bones was that I couldn't not do it. And to me, that's a sure sign of vocation. And you persist on that path with what you can't not do.